Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I got a little carried away with our Tai Chi class, so running a little behind. So we'll just get moving here this morning. Come on in, say hello if you like. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our Saturday morning yoga basics. Where I try to stick with the fundamentals of standing poses, the fundamentals of seated poses, fundamentals, you get the picture, but still get to find the depth of our practice, hopefully. So feel free to make a comment and say hello. If you're coming in and want to interact, we can use the full benefit of being able to interact in our yoga. We're going to start in a standing posture. So in our mountain pose, and I may actually turn a little bit of some tunes on here. Feel free to also say if there's anything that you're wishing, like are there areas of the body that are talking today that want a little TLC, a little bit of attention, or are you just wanting to feel a little movement, a little freedom this morning? Yesterday, we had a lot of fun in our home yoga practice. It was about, can we keep a fun attitude? And I think that today I would like to keep that going. What the heck, right? It's Saturday. So let's stay with that absolute fun attitude if we can. So go ahead, like I said, feel free to pop in there and let us know if there's certain kind of poses or areas of the body that need some attention. Or maybe you want to stay away from. I don't know what's going on for you. And let's start in our mountain pose. Yoga means to create a connection, to join together our mind with our bodies. Are they working with one another? Are they collaborating? Are they enemies? Do they just not speak each other's language? Our yoga practice helps us bring it all together. Maybe close the eyes and just notice how the body is swaying and moving. Notice any resistance you have to giving in to the sway. Maybe you're noticing incrementally you're starting to let go. You're starting to feel what's happening. Not having to be in control of it all. Relax your throat and see if you can just let the breath be as easy breezy as you can. Unclench the toes, your knee joints, your hips. Let's breathe in and sweep the arms up. Good morning. Exhale. We're going to bring it forward. Now, you could always bring the feet a little further apart. Coming forward this way with the legs together could be super tight. So maybe adjust that. That's a part of connecting. Noticing what's too uncomfortable and carrying ease and steadiness in our relationship into our body. Let's roll the spine up, lifting the head last, experiencing any tension that's in the upper back and neck as we come up. Letting it talk to us. Good morning, Shannon and Shaylin. Woohoo! All right, let's breathe in and sweep the arms up. Maybe stretch the tummy a little bit. Exhale, let the upper body go. Now, while we're here, if you like, you could come on to the right, tippy toes, lifting the heels. Come on to the left, tippy toes, lifting the heels, kind of pedaling it up and down. Always feel free. Encourage yourself to make a moan, a groan. And just notice how it makes you feel. And if you're feeling self-conscious, notice that. Take a mental note, but let's not analyze. And let's round the spine up. Maybe go a little more slowly. Feel a new section of your spine or your rib cage. And we'll come up to neutral and just start to feel the shoulders. Let it be an exploration, maybe even an expression, but not an exercise. Feel your breath. Change direction. Ooh. Feel what's going on. Maybe there are some crunchy bits. I know I've got some crunchy bits in the back, in between the shoulder blades, in the neck. I'm going to sweep the arms out, and we'll do some wrist rotations. Oh, what is the range in those wrists? What are we noticing? And when you feel a tension, where does the mind go? Does the mind remember a thing? Like, oh yeah, I was really clenching that thing this week. Change direction. Does the mind go to a stress point? Maybe a stressful conversation? Where does the mind go when you feel a sensation? And then remind yourself, I'm right here. I'm just standing in my room doing some morning yoga on a Saturday. That's where I am. I'm not in that memory. I'm not in that stress. I can just let that go. Let it flow through. And we'll bring the hands up to the elbows. Sorry, the shoulders. And we'll find just a few rotations. How does it feel across the front of the chest? Across our breast area? In the breastbone and in the center of the spine, in between the shoulder blades. How does it even feel to receive certain words? I know I've had some students be a little self-conscious when I mention certain areas of the body. And that's a part of this journey. Let's change directions. Observing whether we're self-conscious, if we feel like certain words are taboo or inappropriate. And can we just start to redefine that, reframe that? I live in this physical body. There is a breast area and a breastbone area, right? There are buttocks, there are genitalia. They are all a part of me. And we're connecting to our relationship to them, how they move, how they function. We'll release those arms out. Flip the palms back, rotate the whole upper arms. How much does it want to go? Go ahead and round the spine too. Ooh, what are we feeling? Can you untighten the tummy? Let the head go. Maybe something feels good here. Rotate the palms, rotate the forearms. Now start to twist the upper arms open. Notice how it opens the chest. Naturally asking the chest to lift. Can you breathe? Could you relax your diaphragm that transects your midsection? Can you let that breath in by relaxing the diaphragm? Maybe that's a whole new level of feeling that we don't want to let in. And let's bring the arms to neutral. We'll bend the knees, pull the butt back, and just lower the chest down. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Rest the hands on the knees, and let's round the spine, and bow and flex, back and forth, tilt the tailbone under, tucking the chin in, lift the chin, tilt the tailbone up. What's starting to heat up? What muscles are starting to heat up? Are you in your left leg more than your right? Are you wobbling all over the place and it's hard to tell? Let's forward fold, let it go. Make whatever kind of sound needs to come out of you. Grab opposite elbows and maybe see if you can sway side to side. Your knees can remain soft. Good. Let's bring the hands to the floor, or you can have a block out in front of you, a table or a chair. And lean the chest over the block. And we'll lift the left leg up. How about just a few inches and breathe. Soften your throat, soften your neck, maybe even soften the right knee a little bit. And just be present with the right leg holding you up. What is your right big toe doing? What is the heel of the right foot doing? Muscles in front of your shins. How about the inner right thigh? Is it trying to squeeze? Is it letting go? Let's bring the left leg down. Before we switch, maybe shake that right foot out. That's legit. And when you're ready, chest over thumbs. Try not to white knuckle it, all right? Let's not lose circulation in the hands. And we'll lift that right leg up just a few inches. Right leg as straight as we can. Maybe soften the left knee. This is me standing on my left leg and my arms. Can your arms start to perform a leg roll? Make whatever sound you need. And we'll bring that right leg down. And let's roll the spine up, lifting our head last. Arms dangling. And let's just find a little twisty spin. Maybe you feel your spine snap, crackle, pop like I felt mine. Woo. Yay. Good. Let's breathe in and sweep the arms up. Exhale into a side bend, arcing now, a little bigger movement than some of the ones we've done. Maybe work the jaw, the tongue, the eyes. Breathe in and lift. Let's see what the toes want to do here. Can we come on to the tippy toes? We're not trying to be perfect. We're just feeling the ankles, feeling your calves, feeling your shins. Maybe you started to stumble, fall, laugh out loud, lower the heels. Other side. Ooh, do we bend differently, side to side? Do we accept the way that we bend in different times, or do we expect that we're supposed to be the same from side to side, from situation to situation? Breathe in, exhale. Let's come on forward. Rolling that spine up. We'll sweep the arms out, bring the hands behind us. Now you might want to grab a strap. I'm going to come a little closer. If you don't need a strap, that's fine. I'm interlacing. Open the chest. How much can we ask this area, the upper chest, that breast region to open? And we'll work the chin up and down. What wants to move? And then check in. Is it that it wants to move, or are we forcing? Are we imposing our will on a non-consenting body? We don't want to do that. What's changing in the chest? Are you noticing different areas of it starting to open gradually? Left and right, what's the range? Look over that shoulder. Go ahead and keep your eyes open. Feel your peripheral vision. Get into those eyeballs. Oh, yeah, they can help us. We don't just need to use the neck. We don't need to use the waist. What? Those eyeballs. We can see really far behind us, huh? Maybe we're discovering something. And now I'm going to lift the arms up, behind. Good. Hips forward. Breathe in. And let's take it forward. If you want to let those arms go, let them go. If you want to hold on to explore what you're feeling in your shoulder sockets, go ahead. Now let's just feel the breath. You can let those arms go if you like. Feel the breath expanding in the tummy, pressing up against your thighs. Notice where your mind goes. And then just tell your mind, let's be right here, Saturday morning on my mat. This is the body I woke up with, and I'm damn sure grateful for it. And we'll roll that spine up. Good. Let's bend the knees, pull the butt back, and bring the hands to those knees. Let's bow and flex. The slow motion yoga twerk. All right? Now, if you absolutely feel the need to pop it, you go ahead and pop it. I got nothing to pop. And sometimes lately, if I were to try, I feel like I would break. So you go ahead. However it makes you feel, what's moving, what's lubricating this morning. Ooh. And we'll bring the hands down to the block or the floor. Chest over thumbs. Pull the chest forward. Now feel your chest, your whole spine as the bridge, right? And the arms and the legs are the pillars of the bridge, giving us that structure. So keep your bridge solid. Don't let it sag. Don't let it bow in the middle. And we're going to lift the left leg up. Maybe you're working on lifting it a little higher. Maybe not. Let go of goals about how high, how straight you want things to be in your yoga. And just exploring, hey, did you notice how something feels? Now, can you straighten the right leg? Stand in it more. Don't even think of it as straightening. What is standing in it more meaning? Now, what's the quality of your breath right here? Do you need to bring that left leg down? Will you give yourself that chance? Would you? This is not an endurance contest. I am not trying to out one-legged stand you. And we'll bring that left leg down. Maybe shake that right leg out. My right leg said thank you very much. Now chest over thumbs. Lifting that right leg up. Be in the left leg. Remember your bridge. Your belly and your chest. Is it solid? Is it straight? Is it giving structure to the bridge? Can you straighten that left leg? Standing in it. And I'll bring that right leg down. I'm going to roll the spine up to standing. Breathe in, sweeping those arms up, coming up onto those tippy toes. Exhale, lower the heels down, forward fold. Going to move my block out of the way. Hands to the floor. And take as many steps as you need to step back to plank. And once you feel like you're at that plank, just go ahead and start to lower yourself down to your belly. First time here, we'll reach the arms out, feel the belly on the floor. Maybe this is the first time you've been on the floor all week. Ooh, how does it feel to be this close to the earth, this grounded? Don't let your mind start looking around at things you want to fix, things you want to vacuum. I do it, but I'm just saying, can we just say, oh, this is me in closer proximity to the earth. Ooh, I feel a little heavier. Feel a little denser. I feel like I don't have to hold so much up. Oh, but actually there are some muscles that are tensing, so can I let those go? Ooh. Good. Let's reach the arms out in front of us. A gentle lift of the gaze. Try not to strain your neck. We'll lift the left leg up and feel the muscles that had to work to do that. The right leg is actually pushing down a little. And lower that left leg down. Let go. Really let go. Notice if there are muscles that are still going, nope, I still got to grab. And you say, no, I think you can trust me here. Good. And then let's try the other side, lifting the right leg. Now on this side, I actually felt my right side of my back feeling a little bit more strain. And I'm going to let go of thinking about it and just feel, and I'm adjusting according to feel. That gives me a little less strain in certain areas of the body. But I am noticing that my mind wants to think about it. Why is it doing that? Did I do too much of X, Y, or Z this week? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm saying, hey, mind, shut the F up. Breathe and lower that down. Yeah, no, I have a supercalifragically active mind. All right, let's lift the left leg and then lift the right arm. Now don't try to lift either very high. And just see how calm and soft and relaxed can my whole body remain here. Just focus on the breath. Not a strained, angry breath. And let's lower that down. Let everything soften. Go ahead and turn your neck to one side. And the more that you soften in, the more you might notice what had actually been gripping. Good. I'm going to lift my chest a little bit. I'm going to lift the right leg now. I'm going to lift the left arm. Now I'm noticing I actually have to push with the right arm and push with the left arm. I don't have to lift so much through the left arm and right leg as I need the support of the right arm and the left leg So the lifted limbs can actually kind of chill. Now maybe there are other sections of your body that are like, you've got a completely whack definition of chill. But no, can we soften, 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 deep breath, and lower, let go. Ungrip in the waist, in the spine. Let's walk the hands back alongside your ribs. Palms are down on the floor, pin your elbows. Now let's use that upper body strength to push in the arms, come up to hands and knees. Maybe widen your knees, and we'll sink the hips back toward the heels for child's pose. Now, sometimes this can feel really good. Other times it can feel really compressing and confining. So we all have to navigate little different adjustments and movements so that we can feel as free as we can. Let's shift forward to hands and knees. Don't move the hands, don't move the knees. How far forward can you shift? Exhale it back. We're just going to flow, be fluid. And back and forth. Maybe sink the hips down, pull the chest up. Whoa, notice how your organs feel. Are there areas of the body that are actually getting some movement and attention that hasn't in a while? Don't think about a goal. Just notice different sensory perceptions around in the body. And let's come up to hands and knees. Walk those knees in. Root in that left arm. And twist. Good. Now I'm going to thread the needle. I'm going to bring the back of that right arm down onto the floor. Right side of the face is down. Left arm forward. Trying to sink into the earth. Coming back down into close proximity with the earth. Don't get distracted by the dust bunnies. By the things that... I get distracted by lines. I get distracted by lines that I think are not straight. Breathe. Do you need to come out? Do you need to adjust something? Would you give that to yourself? Let's gradually come on back up. Notice how that right arm feels from maybe that stretch, a little bit of that pressure. Right arm is down, twisting it open. Go ahead and just keep the gaze down to the right hand. Feel the rib cage and the belly breathing. And now we'll bring that left arm under, sliding it down. Left side of the face is down. Ooh. Spend some time with what's been getting stuck in our shoulders and our arms. Things that we're carrying and not letting go. Same old ways that we've been doing things and we can't figure out a way to change it. That's what's stuck right here. Let that go. Use the breath to move that energy out, inviting in a new, fresh breath. We'll walk this right hand in, ease that left shoulder out from under us. Let's reach the right leg back. Now we did this standing. Twist that hip open and close. All right, now go ahead and make it your own. Sometimes we like to swing that leg back as we're rotating in those hips, feeling. How much do you want to feel? How creative do you want to be? How much fun do you want to have? I love calling this fire hydrant pose. And now we're going to step this right foot up. I'm working that knee and that hip and bringing this right foot up. My hands are down inside of the right inner thigh. Maybe bring a block out here in front of you. We're going to see about a lunge now. And tuck the back toes. Keep this right knee over the heel. And we'll straighten the back leg. Just push that left heel back. Ooh. Maybe shift forward and back a little. Feel that Achilles tendon. Feel the toes stretching in the left leg. Sag down in the hip. Clamp that right thigh till you breathe. Maybe make that falsetto sound that you want to make, that wah! And we'll bring that knee down. We're going to step this right knee back. And I'm going to move this block out of the way. If your wrists are sensitive, make a fist and rest on your knuckles. All right, we'll lengthen this left leg back. Feel it. Feel yourself holding your own unsupported left leg. And then we'll twist it open and close. How fluid can we be? How much movement? How much can we let ourselves be seen moving this area of our body? What do we associate with this area? And can we let go of any preconceived notion and just feel what feels yummy, what feels good? We often limit expression to certain areas of the body in this popular culture. And instead, can we express with the entirety of our body? I want to step this left foot up. For some reason, that left leg felt a little heavier than the right. Maybe that's true. I don't know. All right, left knee over left heel. You could bring a block down to give you a little assistance. Choose how high you want it. I'm going to tuck those back toes back here. And then just lift the knee, pushing the heel back, sinking in the hips. Ooh, maybe shifting back and forth. Ooh, make your sounds. Ah. Good. I'm going to bring that right knee down. Move that block out of the way. Step that left knee back. And then make your way to whatever plank you want. You could just walk those knees back. Feel those arms being the pillar, the support of your bridge. Some of you are tucking the toes and straightening those legs. No judgment. And let's lower it down. Breathe lower, breathe lower. Good. Let's lift the chest up. Keep the gaze down. Relax the tummy. Relax your butt muscles. Are you clenching your butt muscles? And press it back to hands and knees. Child's pose. Breathe. So I know sometimes I say, do something if you want, maybe not. I want to take a moment and address this for people who can, okay? So if you feel like I've got a full or extended plank, I've got a deeper chair, I've got, anything that I'm offering a modification for, when you know that you can you start to look at, do you need to? Does your yoga space have to be for that proving ground all the time? Can you back off one day and notice what it offered your spirit or your breath, as well as your body? So I'm just going to leave that right there. Not going to touch it anymore. I'm just going to leave it right there. Let's breathe in and come forward to hands and knees. Tuck the toes, push the butt up, drop your head down. Now those legs don't have to be straight. But do try to soften the shoulders. Okay, now those shoulder sockets may feel like that's a lot of weight for him to bear. So if you need to bring the knees down, bring the knees down. Shake your head yes or no. Feel your whole spine, body in this upside down feeling. Breathe in. Exhale, we'll bring those knees down. Tabletop, reach the right leg back. Open the hip. Step that right foot up. Tuck the back toe, straighten the back leg. Maybe you've got a block. Good. Let's bring the left knee down. Step that right knee back. A little bit of hip rotation now. What wants to move? Change direction. Make it creative. Make it fancy. You could straighten your leg, do circles any way that you want. What areas of the body want to express something? Let's lengthen the left leg back. Maybe you don't know what it wants to express. Can we listen and wait for it? Let's twist that hip open. Woo! When you're ready, we're going to step that left foot up. Maybe get that block, tuck the back toes, find that lunge, squeeze inner thighs, keep it all together. Feel the strength while lengthening. Breath. Come down when you need. Just because you can doesn't mean that that's where you need to be in your yoga. What do you need to connect with? And if everything in your spirit yesterday, all week have been, I need to take it easy, I need to slow down, now is the time. Bring that knee down. Step the left knee back. Do your hip rotations, your expression. It can be slower, it can be faster, it can be fancier. Changing direction. Notice your spine, the hip joint, your arms, your neck. We'll bring that knee down. Find child's pose. Sinking it back. I'm going to flip my palms up. My wrists were feeling a little compressed. And rotating those forearms. Give some nice release into that space. It actually is really making me aware of how tight my upper arms are. Just by feeling this rotation. Maybe remember when we were in standing poses and we were doing that upper body rotation, feeling it now in weight bearing. Good. I'm going to invite us to come up to sitting. Hi, Elizabeth. And we'll open the legs out wide. And let's just point and flex. These legs getting to take a break. More surface of the legs on the earth rather than the feet having to give us the support, holding up against gravity. Ankle rotations. Yep, that was me snapping. Change direction. Good. Let's just work. Bounce. What does that feel like? Does it feel playful? Can we let it go, or are we like, this is the thing we're doing in between the real yoga poses? Actually, a vibratory leg exercise is a yogic exercise. Chest is lifting. Notice, can you let go? What's changing? What's releasing? What's working, right? A lot of muscles are working to make this bouncing go on. I'm just going to hinge back and forth. Just feeling this low hip hinge area. I'm not saying I'm trying to go flat. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just feeling movement in the hips. And you can just roll the spine. What's the expression that the whole upper body would like to have? I'm going to just walk it forward. Not very far for me. You could use those hands to give you a little support. Perhaps some of you come to the elbows. But this is just a beginning point. So make it easy. Pulling the chest forward, sliding the shoulders down, softening the neck. Maybe close your eyes. Invite some tenderness. You deserve this tenderness. Your body deserves you to treat it with tenderness. Maybe check your jaw, work the tongue. Now, if you just focus on gravity and let gravity take the body, perhaps your body comes down a little bit further. You could always have a pillow down here in front of you to give you a little help, something to rest on so that you're not going very deep. Relax the muscles in your face, soften your neck. Can you sink heavy in your hips and your upper thighs? Let that area of the body sink and let go into the earth. Soften your ankles and your toes. Let your head go. What's changing in the low back, in your hamstrings? And let's gradually bring ourselves up. I'm going to bring my right arm and let it slide down this leg. I'm going to keep my chest aiming forward. I'm going to take this left hand to the chest. And as I'm sliding down here, I'm going to pull that chest open, just guiding it. Keep twisting it as far open as I can. Now I could keep this left hand on my hip. Push the left butt down on purpose. You could even use that left hand to help you. Maybe you'll start to notice something amplifying along the side of the waist or into the hip joint. Your gaze could be down or up. Let the pose do what it's doing. Let your body respond naturally. Don't impose a thought or an expectation on this shape. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's gradually bring ourselves up. Let your eyelids remain heavy and lazy, and we'll come on over slow, taking our time, turning that chest open. You could always rest that right hand. Maybe some of you prefer or never have explored letting that arm reach up and over. I'm not going to say it's going toward any body part. It's just expressing length. And then you're feeling that length in your ribs and your waist. Push the right butt down. Oh, I'm going to bring that right hand to the hip to encourage that because my right butt wanted to come off the floor. I'm not trying to uproot, trying to feel what it feels like to be rooted. And when I let myself stay in an uprooted space, I get to look at how often and how comfortable I am with letting my desire, my motivation, my force drive me, dragging me along in an uprooted way. And I feel that on a spiritual level and go, oh, yeah, that wasn't good. Can I accept the patience that I need? Let's bring ourselves up to remain rooted and charging up the energy we need to motivate ourselves and work toward our aspirations, our goals, our dreams. We'll bring this right foot down, left hand behind us. Actually, let's bring them both behind. I'm going to push this left heel into the floor and lift the hips, thrust. One, breathe. As I said yesterday, let's all remember, somebody made up every single yoga pose. Lower your butt down. There are no illegal rules, except that you want to be sure that your body is accepting of where it's going, that we're not taking joints out of alignment or stressing beyond what it can withstand. But you're building that awareness. I don't live in your body. Y'all don't live in mine. So let's just honor and respect where we are. Ready? I'm going to bring the hands back, push that left foot down, push the right heel down, rise, lift, surprise yourself. Surprise yourself with how much less you could do or how much more you could do. Just depends on where you are. Maybe you don't push enough, and only you know that honestly. Breathe. Maybe you could hold a little bit more, but you just know that if you give half your effort, it's good enough for everybody else, and you've given up on you. That's for you to explore. I'm going to bring up that butt down. Now I'm going to keep this knee here. I'm going to lean forward a little. What? Oh, how is that feeling? Now, a few of you may want to bring this left hand to this inner thigh and roll onto the baby toe edge of that foot and start to notice what's going on in that groin. Only fewer and fewer of you may want to apply a little pressure onto that inner thigh. Whoo, what's going on there? Let it reveal itself to you here. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm going to bring that knee back up. Ooh, that was a wake-up call, eh? I'm going to straighten that leg out wide. Bring this foot in. No rush. Remember, a little tenderness and a little love. And I'm going to let my upper body come forward. I'm using this left hand behind me to kind of help push me forward. Ooh, breathe here. Feel your waist, your hips, your organs. Deep inside of that right hip joint. Oh. All right, now I'm going to let that right side of the foot roll over. Don't apply pressure to the knee joint, just the thigh. Ooh, and then this side is like, don't get it twisted. I am not your left side. And I go, got it. Memo, check. Breathe. What is it expressing? What needed to feel this open? What's afraid to be this open? Breath in. Breath out. We're going to bring ourselves back up. Take your time. That's kind of deep, what we were just doing. Going to open these legs out again. Maybe it opens up differently. Okay, we've been in some open hip space for a while. I know my body has gotten a little bit more fluid, a little bit more open. So I'm just a little bit wider in this angle. Flex the toes and start to walk your way forward. Pull your upper body like taffy. Now we're all going to have different limits, different boundaries. Check in that you're meeting your body where it wants to go. That you're not imposing your will on your body. You're actually listening, saying, hey, do we want to go in this energetic direction? Not toward a physical shape. How does that start to frame things differently for you? Going in my energetic direction. And then listening to your root and your base saying, well, if we stop right here, it's cool. We won't get uprooted. And then the spaces in the middle that are starting to go, oh, crap. You mean we can't hide? We've got to do a little something. We've got to hold something together, or we've got to let go. And your mind is sitting and watching, not fixing, not judging, not perfecting. Watching the navigation between letting go and applying energy. Feel energy trying to move within you and tell you where it is. Is your energy saying, okay, I've given you all that I can in an easy way? And has your mind started to take over? No, just one more breath. No, 2 years ago we were able to do this better. 20 years ago, or when I was 5, I was able to. Well, look, honey, 5 years old is a long time ago. For anybody who's here, it's a long time ago. Let that go. Meet yourself where you are right here. Get to know and love who we are right here. Oh, feel that coming up. Maybe use your hands to help bring those legs out of that wide space. I'm going to bring the feet down. I'm going to turn sideways just for the benefit of you seeing. I'm just going to rest on my elbows. I just let the knees start to fall, side to side. Breathe. Let the spine move. Hips, feel the thigh and the buttock flesh rolling on the floor, getting a massage, right? Like the floor is a rolling pin on our low back. Good. Let's hold. Maybe bring an ankle on top of the top knee here. I don't know what direction you're in, so I'm turned to the right, so my right ankle is on that left side of the thigh. And let's release and gently make our way to the other side. Do you have to go for stretch sensations that are intense for you to feel like it's valid? Do you never try to find a new edge? Do you always stay backed off? What's your relationship with intensity, with activation? The gradations, the gradients of intensity working. Good. And we'll come to center. And just go ahead and lower yourselves down onto your back. We'll draw the knees into the chest using the hands to give them a little hug. First time we're lying completely on our back. We've been on our bellies. We've been on our feet. We've been on our knees. We've really felt some open hips in a neutral way, wide way. Here's another way of being in this physical body. Can you rest your shoulders in the earth? Are they still trying to hunch up? Can you just let them lie flat? Shoulder blades flat on the mat. Let your head go. Your neck does not need to hold your head right now. Can you tell if your neck is still trying to do something other than loll back and forth? Let's see if we can wrap our arms behind the knees and just start to straighten the legs overhead, not just up to the ceiling, and then bend. Let's just go back and forth, seeing where the body wants to go, letting the spine stay in the floor. Maybe you're noticing a little stuttery shake or tremor. What is our relationship with feeling that kind of shaky tremor? Ooh, I just noticed my shoulders were starting to hunch, so I'm trying to stay in a nice, relaxed way here. How does it feel to have the tummy this compressed? Can you breathe here? Good. We'll bring the hands now inside of the inner thighs if you like. If you want to keep your hands behind the knees, go ahead. But if you'd like, you could bring your hands inside of the inner thighs, trying to find those feet coming toward happy baby. And I said you could just keep the hands behind the knees and the inner thighs together because this is a very vulnerable position, right? Being on our back in this position, right? It connotes maybe a sexual connotation. It might bring to mind a space of some vulnerability or revealing that doesn't feel good for us. So please, 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 please honor where you are. And if you're wanting to try, you could come for a little bit and then come back and close those inner thighs, claiming that power that you get to choose and feel certain levels of vulnerability. And then claim it back. Close the door and open the door. Our yoga practice can be greatly helpful, teaching ourselves, letting us reclaim some of that power to feel in our bodies what we want to feel when we want to feel it. Good. And let's bring those feet down, rest the arms down alongside the waist. Try to see if you know, can your feet be 4 to 5 inches apart and the feet are parallel? Heels close to the butt. Maybe just turn the head left and right, checking in that neck hasn't started to try to do stuff. Soften your spine against the floor because the spine doesn't need to do stuff either. The floor has us. Try not to turn your head. Push down firmly through the feet. Feel the butt muscles start to grip as you lift the butt off the floor. The thighs have to work the muscles squeezing around the thigh bones. As the feet press down, the shins really don't have to do anything. They're just driving down through the action through the feet. And then the hips are thrusting up through the contraction through the butt. Is your neck trying to help the cause? Did it start to tighten? Did the shoulders start to tighten? They got nothing to do with it. Tell them, hey, yo, thanks, but no thanks. Hips lifting. And lower the hips down. Good. We'll bring the bottoms of the feet together. Let the knees fall open. If you want. Again, this is a very revealing space. Maybe the tendons and the ligaments in the groin and the pelvis are feeling taxed or pulled. Hands to the tummy if you like, bringing more amplified awareness to our breath. We'll bring the hands behind the head. Keep the knees open if you wish. Lift the chin, lift the head, don't bend the neck. Elbows out wide. Push your low back into the floor. Find your breath. Have the same calm breath you just had a moment ago. Gently pressing your low back into the floor. Feel your tremor, your quiver. Elbows out to the sides. Shoulders down the spine. Don't bend the neck. Breathe. And lower your head down. Relax the arms. Straighten the legs. Let your body go. Let your body find its way into this pose. Adjust your shoulders and your hips for comfort. We are in a pose. Eyes open, eyelids heavy. Jaw and lips relaxed. A posture of mindful stillness and awareness. What are we enjoying about this sensation? About the many sensations? What are we enjoying about feeling our breath? What are we enjoying about a 15-year-old kitty coming up to me while I'm here begging for food? What are we enjoying? Being present in this moment, not wishing this moment to be anything other than what is. Fully engage with this moment. Don't try to push away any of the realities of this moment. Try to stay here, not in any future moment. Let that last breath go. Don't try to be present in the memory of your last breath. Practice being present as you draw in this breath. In your physical awareness, your breath awareness, your spiritual awareness. Practice acceptance. Practice joy. Maybe a light smile coming on your face. Very slowly ask the fingers and the toes to move however they want to, whatever expression they have. Ankles, wrists, breath, whatever that expression is. No rush. Feel your body letting itself come up to sitting however it wishes. Feeling each stage of coming up higher, each stage of coming to an upright space. I think I see D-Bay's name because I'm not wearing my glasses. Oops, my bad. Find a comfortable way of sitting. Still remain present. I'm still remaining present in the fact that Mustafa has decided to join us. And usually it's Puma. So that's fine. Be present in what this moment has to offer. In feeling and being aware of the body. In feeling our breath. In being okay with our states of emotion and where our mind is. Hands to the heart center. If you wish to join with an Om, wonderful. My sound vibration waves will touch your sound vibration waves eventually, because that's how it works. Deep breath in. This is the Anjali Mudra, holding our heart gently in our hands. Please treat yourselves with tenderness because you deserve it. And the more that you treat yourself with tenderness, the more you're going to be able to treat others with tenderness. Namaste. Thank you all so very much for coming and hanging out. Stick around. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for our Empower Yoga Flow. So if you feel like, hey, I'd like to get some heat flowing in my body, come on and join. Do what you can. Maybe use some of the lessons that I was just saying. Hi, good morning, Beth. Thanks for joining us. And a good morning, D-Bay, and Elizabeth, and Shaylin, and Shannon. Such an awesome, fun crew here today. But try to take it with you that even if you can do some max intensity, do I need to right now? And if you never give more juice, maybe could you try to right now to discover and learn something new about yourself, your possibility, your ability, your capability. That is the juice. That is the stuff of growth. So let's seed that a little bit. SEED, not CEDE. I know, I'm so verbal. Thank you all so very much. Namaste. Yay, thanks, Shannon. Good to see you. Enjoy your Saturday as well. Peace, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining and sharing your practice with us. I really appreciate you showing up.